Hello, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Johnny Baghead, and I don't know why I did that. And we're back with more Dark Souls. I'm doing Dark Souls because I was going to stream Tuesday, and then I was really tired and in pain, so I just went to sleep early, and by the time I woke up, it was like 1 in the morning, and I was busy yesterday, so we'll make up for it today, and I'm going to try and hit my goal of doing a stream Sunday, so I'll probably try and do an extra stream in between. But until then, we are back with Dark Souls. Now, last time we did a tiny bit in the Demon Ruins, we killed a boss, we got some optional items, it was a bit fun. And, here, hang on, might have the mic pointed in a bad direction, there we go. And we'll just see how things go. Oh, I need to sort this out. Okay. I do have a little story. Let's see if I remember this area. Yep. Okay. We should be all good. Yeah, we have to run down here. Okay, so this is a part of the game. I mentioned this when we were streaming last time. It's a part of the game I'm not that familiar with. In my original playthrough that was playing way back, you know, around within the year this game came out, I don't think I did most of this area, though I feel like I might have done a little bit. I'm still confused what I did in that save file, because on that save file I beat the Tomb of the Giants and even beat the boss there. But when I was trying to do Tomb of the Giants on this save file before doing this area, it was way too hard. Just everything was doing so much damage, even with my like crazy like Black Knight sword build I have here. And I'd done the painted world, and I'd done Sif. I remember doing Sif. I think this is the area I'm gonna put the Ooh. There we go. I think I'm gonna put that fog ring back on, just to make it a little easier. I don't mind taking the defense sacrifice. It's, you know, we put the work in to get this. So yeah, I don't know what I did in that playthrough, where I was able to beat the catacombs but didn't do the easier areas. But yeah, we're going, well, the catacombs end Tomb of the Giants, but we're going this way instead. We'll see. Though I'm also wondering, do I remember this because I did it? Or did I watch someone do it, and that's what I'm remembering? I'm just... It's like, oh no, that's why I remember this, because I watched someone else play this part. Oh no! Okay, that's an AI one, I believe. Yep. Hello. Oh yeah, you have to watch out for this guy. He puts heavy bleeding on you. But this sword does so much damage. Yeah, take that, Kirk. Nice, humanity. And a spike shield. That was a lot of souls, actually. Maybe I should... I feel really bad about this. I think I should maybe go back and just use them. Because that's a lot of souls. We're at that kind of point in the game where you need a lot to level up. But it doesn't really feel like that how much you have is a small amount. Because as you go through the game, you get to an area where getting, you know, a few thousand feels like a lot, and then partway through the game, it just feels like pennies. But I don't think this amount of souls ever feels like pennies. Like, even on New Game Plus difficulties, it starts... I think on New Game Plus it actually takes a lot of work to level up. I don't think I've ever done a New Game Plus. No. I have done New Game Plus. I didn't finish it, but I did start New Game Plus in Bloodborne. Which was mainly because I wanted to do more Chalice Dungeon stuff. And the Chalice Dungeon stuff is unaffected by New Game Plus changes. We must be human status then. Let's see. Yeah, look, that's like a whole level. Okay. Never know what to put up. Let's just go for this for now. I'm gonna do strength next time. I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but I kind of like the idea of just having a health bar that's like stupidly big. I don't actually know if there's a theoretical max level for each stat. I've never looked into that. I don't know, like, you know, because the health bar physically gets bigger. It's not like what some games do, where the size is the same, but obviously it will decrease, the graphic decreases at smaller amounts. Maybe it's, it actually physically gets bigger as you put the stat up. So I don't know if what happens when you get to the edge of the screen. Does a second bar come up? Like, cause, well, I like if that happened. I'd like that. I kind of like when games do that. Even though it's probably technically bad UI design, it's a really effective way of making health bars look bigger. Alright, I don't think you can backstab these lads. There we go. Yeah, see, look at that. They dropped 800, and that Dark Knight Kirk guy dropped like a couple of 10k. So yeah, sorry about that, but we'll make actual progress now. Something I need to do. This is a random story. My family, because I don't talk about a lot of my disability. I live with relatives still, just because I need help with things. But what's that noise? They found a PlayStation 3. No, they didn't buy one, or trade one, or be given one. They found one. I don't know the full story. Come on, you. Apparently, it was like outside of a house in a cot or a pram. Yeah, found. I haven't got around to testing it yet. I know it was used from a UK like reseller chain called CEX, because it has their stickers all over it, which, pardon my language, it's a shitty thing when companies do that. I hate it. It's not as bad as what used to happen. I have some PlayStation 1 era games where used game sellers would write on with pen on the discs and on the cases, which you can't get rid of. Yeah, but that's the thing. I've not plugged it in. It might not even work. It could have just been tossed out because it's not working and they didn't think it was worth replacing. But there's mention of a warranty on it, but like from the reseller place. Or what some would do, where they would put their stickers for games not on the box. They would take the insert out and put the sticker on the paper, which is really hard to get stickers off them. And obviously, like, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, because it's reseller price it's all hypothetical. Like when you're buying used games, the prices are completely hypothetical. It's nonsense. It doesn't really mean anything. But you instantly devalue games by doing that. And it's a really shitty thing to do. And it shows you like how little care a lot of those used game selling places have. There we go. Yeah, this fog ring helps a lot. Ooh! Let's have a look at this. Let's see, there's a... Oh, ultra great sword. But, yeah, I might do that at the end of the stream just because I have the PlayStation 3 hooked up. Because, it doesn't have a power lead. Oh, I should have mentioned that, yeah. No power lead, no controllers, no HDMI cable, not even, like, old school composite. It's just the thing. Clara says, honestly, in my experience, the few small indie shops I went to... Yes, I will say that. Usually it was the bigger ones that did that. Some weren't. Some were still, like, decently large, but any that were just, like, not part of a chain... Oh, wow. That tracks. Okay, I gotta be careful. Because, yeah, he auto-corrected to hit me with that move. I like they do notice me. Because you see them kind of move when I get near. But they don't actually come towards me. Okay, I should mention, this is not me dropping streams there. That was the game. that was old PlayStation 3 game there. Don't worry. Because we've had that problem recently. I have to mention that. No, that's... Look, you can see as I turn the camera, it gets bad here, and then it fixes itself. Oh. No, I say PS3. I don't think this game ran that much better on 360. I could be completely making that up, but I never remember hearing that the version differences were that drastic. Mainly, it was like very rare that Japanese devs would make multi-platform games that ran better on 360, or if they did noticeably. Like usually it was quite similar. Okay, there's an item there I think... I'm wondering if I should drop down for. We'll drop down for. Oh. I did not need to drop down for this. Look at that fin. Ew. What are you, sir? Let me have a good look here. Ew. No. Doesn't look friendly at all. Ow! Ow! Ouch. Okay. We gotta be more careful with you. No, 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 no! Tap, tap, tap. Oh. Okay. This is a... There we go. Woo! That was a rough one. There we go. So, I'm gonna kindle this one. We got that free humanity, right? Might as well. But yeah, so... I might have an extra PlayStation 3. Oh, I am weird. I didn't get a Twitch activity feed update for it. But that's fine. Thank you, Jabba. Look at that sack. Level 7. Mighty sack. Alright. But considering the issues I've had, like that slim PlayStation 3, you remember that one stream where it froze on us? That's the one where I was having a lot of issues. I haven't messed with it since, but last time I messed with it, it was still freezing a lot. So, and that's not even as old as this PlayStation 3 I'm playing on. And I don't want to worry people, but this PlayStation 3, it's an old one, it's a fat one, and it's one of the bad fat ones, because it's not the launch version that can play PlayStation 2 games. No, it's the second unit they put out that's a bit cheaper, that had a smaller hard drive. So it's like the worst PlayStation 3 you can own. I mean, that'd be the crazy thing. If this PlayStation 3 works and it's one of those launch models. Because those are quite... Ah! What are you? Okay. I don't think I did this area because I'm not remembering any of these weirdos. Oh, that's a stone thing there. Yeah, I need to clean a lot of my consoles out. This one that I'm playing on does have this minor issue where if it's not been turned on for a few hours, I have to turn it on a few times. It doesn't like start up mainly. We're in the Demon's Ruins. Didn't you see my amazing pun in my go live notification? I believe we're trying to find the witch. Is at the bottom of this area. There we go. Keep forgetting, I should just go two-handed sometimes, because I can one-hit kill stuff when I'm two-handed. Like, the damage difference is very impressive. Oh, it's another one. Alright, well we have some paths here. And we have... Okay, these guys again. So yeah, this is definitely new to me. I think I might have done like the beginning of the area. But I definitely did not go down this far. There we go. Yeah, this fog ring is a big help because these enemies would be aggroing me from quite far away. I still have to figure out when to do certain optional areas. There's the DLC, obviously. And I don't want to kind of put that off until near the end of the game, because if there's, like, items there, that'd be fun to use throughout a playthrough, you know? I don't want to wait and then do the DLC near the end, and then you can't use those items. There's the tree area. I definitely want to do that, because that's an area I never got to originally. Whoa! Hello, sir. Oh, thank you, Chrono Gerbil, for the follow. That's a good name. That's the Chronos sequel we need. That Square's too afraid to make. Get off me! Get off me! Okay, this attack actually does not do that much damage. It's long though. Thank you, Chrono. Got to watch that amazing display. Be wary of pincer attack. Ooh, okay. Is that because that creepy crawly? Yeah, it is. That's a good message. Oh, see, that was a spin attack there. There we go. Oh, nice, green shard. We'll have to rate that message. That's a good message. Ow. Oh, I got hit. It's okay, we'll just take the damage. Thank you. Thank you for the well wishes. Oh, there's a lot of these guys. Ew. How gross. Ew. Oh wow, that's still hit. The good thing is these guys don't respawn. You can tell if they make that sound when you kill them, they're one-time dealies. Okay, yeah, we're not having weird CPU issues today. Apparently, just not having Discord open at the start stops that, even though closing Discord halfway through stream wasn't fixing it last time. So maybe it's got nothing to do with Discord. And I guess every streamer actually has tech issues, though, from what I hear. Just no one ever tells you about it. Ah, it's non-mimic. Ooh, large flame ember. There we go, 2 embers. Oh yeah. Let's rate this message. Still, I've said this multiple times in this playthrough, it's still amazing to me how active this version is. There's no this is way before console crossplay was a regular thing. Like, one of the few examples I can think of is there were a tiny amount of Xbox games, Xbox 360 games, that could play with PC versions, which is the really weird Shadowrun first-person shooter reboot. It's like a multiplayer-only reboot that had like nothing to do with the original Shadowrun board game. It had a tree that would heal you, and that's about all I remember. One of your abilities was you would make a tree grow, and it would heal you. That's about all I remember. Oh, this guy's Ow! Let go of me. This guy's a asshole. Ah, oh, that still got me. It's okay, I should be able to... There we go. Could have left that, but hey, that's, you know, free shard. Might go back to the bonfire in a bit, just because we've used up a lot of flasks doing that. Yeah, in between the leg strap. Love it. You love to see it. Not enough dying this stream yet. You'd say that's a good thing, but that probably means I'm going to get too cocky and mess up later. But I can't stress enough how much this sword is is breaking this playthrough. You really aren't... I don't think you would like with most other weapons you wouldn't be doing this kind of damage. Come on, you. There we go. What you got? I have a lot of those consumable souls. I don't know when I'm going to use them. Oh, hey. duplicate. Yeah, well, there's that bonfire we already opened up. It's actually not that far. So we might just go back to that one. Also, it's a lot, but we're at the point now where this doesn't even get me a level. So... and we can't store anything, so... just have to figure it out. Alright, well, look in here quickly. We won't go through this fog. In case... oh, yeah. There's a whole other area down here. Oh. If you go down there, can you get back up? Oh, okay. We'll go this way first. What's down there, though? Yeah, I don't know where any of this is. This is all new to me. Alright, so you can go down that tree. There's a glowy fin there. Oh. Geometry's a bit weird here. That's definitely something FromSoft got a lot better at as they went on. Was geometry you're supposed to walk on actually being decent. Okay, so if you want that item, you have to jump down there. I don't know, I think the game that started me on this was Shadow of the Colossus. But I kind of like geometry and areas that are built in games that don't necessarily have things. Like, you know, there's no enemies, there wasn't an item down there. Because ideally, in a world that's built, or like a real world, it's, you know, not everything is built for gameplay reasons. It's built for other reasons. That whatever purpose it originally served, so it's kind of realistic. And especially in these kinds of games that have this whole, oh, you're discovering this place that's, you know, it's gone through turmoil and it's gone through this horrible time and it's abandoned. It, you know, and it's unfamiliar to the world that we currently live in. It gives more that atmosphere of this culture you're discovering of like, well, why is this built? Why is this tunneled out? What's this all about, you know? Okay, I wonder what's the safest way to get down from here? Because that's quite a drop. I'm not sure. I think the drop is not as high from over here. I could try and land on that. But let me see. Can I actually kind of... nah. Okay, there's an item I can use here to test something. Now, you know what? I can survive that. Oh. Oh, I'm lucky I did, because I was not aiming for the ground there. I was aiming for the tree, and I messed that up. Oh, I was right lucky there. Let's just make sure. Yeah, that's an invisible wall there. I think this might be related to the tree, optional tree area. Let's actually see if we can see what's down here. Yeah, nothing. It's alright. Like, this is a lucky thing about having your health set this high. Oh yeah, I really don't know what's up with this area. Oh. Okay. I think these are enemies. Sometimes you can't tell in these games. But they're jumping at me. Maybe that's an attack. Okay, well there you go. Whatever that's for, we can't do that right now. Oh, sunlight medal. Why would they have a sunlight medal? Interesting. Okay. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to run back to that bonfire just to get flasks again. We'll play it risky. Check that out. Sprinting on there. Just because I don't know. That's probably not a boss door, but let's not risk it. Because I can get my 5 flasks back. I might mess with it. I wonder if it would be quicker when I don't remember if your sprint speed is better when you have the like lower equipment load on or not. There we go. See, how much does it take me to level up now? You know what, if it costs that much, we might as well use some of these up, because like, look how many I've got. So I need... There you go, just 2 of those. Should do it. Level up strength. Because I love this broken strength build we have. And I want to try and use some of those shields that... Here, I'll show you. If I go in here... See, this is 30, 34, 36, 50. I don't know how you would ever have 50 strength. But there's a shield. How much does that... Okay, I definitely can't equip that right now. I think the only things that... Oh yeah, it's these guys. These guys respawn. Yeah, I don't think they drop anything. Well, actually, they probably do. I think all enemies have a chance of dropping something. Just without stacking a lot of humanity, your chances are quite slim. Yeah, we'll ignore you this time, creepy. There we go. Okay, I thought those guys didn't respawn because they make the different sound, but I guess they do. Alright, there we go. Took care of that. Ah, it was a boss. Ah, here we go. This is a Demon Souls reference, I think. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. This looks... Actually, no. This is a version of the tutorial boss. Oh, no. Yeah, this is the... Yeah. Now I got it, sorry. I was completely off on that. Okay, well this is not going well. No, I could probably still get through this. The amount of damage I'm doing. Oh, I can't figure out where that hits. The I don't think it's AoE, but it's weird. That one attack, yeah. Oh. That's his, like, most effective attack. Oh, wow, that even hit behind? Cheeky fucker. Yeah. Oh, that's... I don't know how you dodge that. We might just be able to power through this, though. Yeah, still didn't dodge it. Okay, maybe we won't power through this. Ow. Okay, his range is a lot better than I thought it was. Okay, that's messed up, man. I was behind a tree! Ah. See, now we know the stream's going good because I died. That's fine. Admittedly, I should have changed my Rin. Oh dear. Oh no, what's happening? What the fuck is happening? Hang on, my internet's going funny. Okay, maybe it's... Okay, I think we're fixed now. Okay, well, we're not having CPU issues today, but apparently my internet is just, Hey, it's one of those statues. My internet had a bit of a, Yeah, that was my internet for some reason. My, kilobytes, like, went down. Wasn't a CPU issue this time, that was just my internet went on the fritz. We should be okay now. Probably a good idea to, like, stop and start the stream, because usually when that happens, you end up with a longer delay. Good thing we leveled up. Let's see. I'm at... Okay, apparently I'm at 39 viewers. I apparently lost sorry, not viewer, follower. I apparently lost a follower. Which I think was probably just an old account that was subbed to me that no one was using anymore. Because there was definitely some defunct accounts. So like, you know, roughly 4/5 of the way there. Though the main thing is getting my average view count higher. But you know, I don't mind even if it's just a handful of people watching. Because I know I stream a variety of things, so I know people like different stuff. Okay, I think I'm just going to go for the physical one there. Because I don't think that weird AoE attack counts as fire. Plus the that axe, I'd rather have the extra defense against that. So let's try this again. Okay, I keep forgetting if he does that attack I need to roll sideways. Okay, how the fuck do you dodge that? Do I just need to... Okay. I need to just block more, I think. Nope, still got hit by that, okay. Yeah, I just don't know how to dodge that. I'll do that at least so it does less damage. That bothers me. That tree should block his attack. I know that's not how Souls games work at all. But still, I wish it did. Okay, we should be okay. Just don't get too complacent. Yeah, just keep doing that attack, that's fine. Oh no. There we go, do my spin attack. Woo! Yay! Oh, excuse me. Demon's Catalyst. What's a Demon's Catalyst? Where's that? Oh, look at all these items I've got. I keep forgetting to look up what they do. Got some rubbish, though. Rubbish. No. Is it a key item? It's probably not. It's probably a weapon. Got all my keys. Yeah, it's probably in here. There we go. Okay. Demon Catalyst formed from Izalith's molten rock can be used as fire weapon. The Demon Fire Sage was the first demon and the last master of the original fire arts before the Witch of Izalith was engulfed by chaos, creating pyromancy. I will at some point, it's just... I don't know what each amount they give, and... Plus they're good to keep around if I ever want to, for example, smithy stuff. And instead of having to go farm, I can just pop a few of those. Well, yeah, there's I've never really done it in these games, but you can go like full magic builds. Okay, we've got 2 paths. Oh my. Well, there's a bonfire. We should light this. That's a... I think that's a different area than the one we just went down. There we go. There we go. Repair my sack. I think we're gonna kindle this one as well. I've actually done a good job of picking up a lot of humanity this playthrough. So I don't mind kindling a lot of bonfires. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, so much bigger now. Nice. Alright, well, we're going to go up first. Because you've got to go up before you go down. Jump up to get down. That's Will anyone get that reference? Email me an email address. Any email address really you want if you got that reference. Ugh. It's really funny just running through these enemies. Just one hit kill, move on. Oh, I think you found it. Fancy. Lewd? You've got a dirty mind, Clarice. That's all I'm going to say. There's a lot to this area. Whoa. Well, where am I going? Oh, wow. Shortcut. Oh, that's cool. Alright. I saw... Okay. That makes sense now I think about it. Again, I love that. Like, think of how far we've gone down, and the area still... Like, the placement of the area still lines up. It's one of the beautiful things about this game. Still holds up. Alright, what's down this way? Oh dear. Where's this? Because that's looking back into the Demon's Ruins, kind of the fiery area. Oh, so this is above the boss arena. Right? Yeah, that's... Okay. Maybe you can get the old witch ring soon. Maybe. I still don't know exactly where that is, so if that's a missable thing... Well, probably not missable, but a pain to get. No, that's literally above the where we just fought the boss, so... Plus, I definitely don't have enough arrows to do that. Oh yeah, there's still Valley of Drake stuff. I've not done any Valley of the Drake area. So yeah, that's all that was. That was just up there. We gotta go down. Another one of these branches. But yeah, I think these branches are related to that tree area. Which maybe we'll do that after this area. Oh look, there's a summon sign there. Is there anything? Doesn't look like it, okay. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, we don't have the maggot still, I don't think. I have no idea where you get that. We've got to get this lad out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, do it! Do it, yeah! There's a drop from the red-eyed chaos bug. A unique mob that is found past the shortcut door. Oh, yeah. Okay. Those are those little ones we were killing earlier. But, they dropped a sunlight medal for some reason. Okay. Well, I guess this is a boss. Oh yeah, this thing. Oh no, it woke up. Oh, look at it. Beauty, this thing. Oh, it has legs. Wasn't expecting that. Oh dear. How do I fight this thing? So yeah, what do we do? There's lava everywhere. Oh, there we go. We cut her head off. Oh, there we go. I bet that's the lava ring. Hang on, let's see. Can we, There we go. Oh no. Did it pick me up? It did. Okay. Luckily that wasn't a lot of damage. It's kind of silly I never did this area in my original playthrough, because I'm higher level in that playthrough and this area would have been a breeze. I did harder areas in my first playthrough and never did this area. There we go. Again, very broken build, so... Oh, I'm missing. There we go. Nice, Solier. You survived this time. Good job, mate. Hang on, I gotta do the, Oh, no. I was gonna do the victory. I was gonna do this. Okay, is there anything to actually find around here? Yeah, it was just that the head you chopped off there. There's like a little head. Oh yeah, there is stuff around here. Oh yeah, I can see that. Only does like a tiny, tiny damage now. Oh, nice green shards. I keep forgetting what green shards do. Let's look. Magic Divine Fire. Okay. It was it now. Okay, let's look at the item description then. Oh. Enchanted by a witch. Since his sores were inflamed by lava from birth, his witch sisters gave him... No, see, sisters. It wasn't from the mum. His witch sisters gave him this special ring, but fool that he is, he readily dropped it, and from that spot a terrible centipede demon was born. Ah! Yeah, so someone else was wearing it, and he lost it. What an idiot! He gave you that ring? Oh my. Hang on. Is that an area, or is it just a weird... Oh no, that is an area. Is this anything? It looks like something, but it's a nothing. I guess. Oh, I wish you could just look the camera straight up and get a good look, because there's an area, huge area above us. In we go. Oh hey, there's Solier.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
After all this searching, I still cannot find it.
Oh no. Well, you know, you just helping with the boss wasn't enough. Nah, he's inconsolable. Didn't really need to kindle that bonfire, but nah. It's everything or nothing. Which is a James Bond video game you can buy. Oh, look at the frame rate here. This is beautiful. This is the power of this generation right here. Okay, let's do some leveling. Endurance. I'm going to use one more. These. Don't worry. I do keep an eye on just to make sure my CPU's fine. It's been fine today, actually. So, I guess something with Discord was fucking it up. Which is weird, because it didn't used to. So, either it was a Discord update that broke it, or it was an OBS that... I don't know. And... I might just do Endurance once more. Because there's some, like, better armor I really want to get equipped. Yeah, we'll go for that. Plus, extra stamina is always useful. Yeah, because now... Hang on. Yeah, see, now we're at 94. So... Can I equip these yet? Oh, almost! So close! I can equip that though. It just looks a bit weird. Oh, there we go. Can put this on. But there's flame stuff around here, so I probably don't want to put that on. Oh, really close. Yeah, who knows? Admittedly, I've got better Discord running, so that could have been what was messing with it. Though I was having no CPU issues before I used better Discord. So, who knows? Could you have killed that boss without getting this Rin? Because this area would suck to do without the Rin. Just getting those optional areas in the Demon's Ruins earlier was hard enough. Hope the colour on the stream is good, by the way, because it does come through a little darker. In this area, the colour's really like the contrast between the brights and the darks. There we go. That's Izalith. Oh, what are these things? These dinosaurs? Is this Resident Evil 6? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like a weird dinosaur. It's like half a it's like the back half of a T-Rex. They're probably drakes or dragons or something, though. This is a fascinating area. Runs terrible. Doesn't run as bad as Blighttown, though. Little dip. It's lucky that falling off these is not that bad. Cool, cool. Not getting on there. Still take a little bit of damage though, so gotta be a little cautious. It is a little hard to see though. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay, so they knew. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a crazy speedrun of the game where you somehow don't get the Rin. Yeah, there's more of that tree area. So we're like on the outside of that tree. I'm guessing that's progress. I'm glad we've got this equipped, even though it's binoculars and it works in a weird way. There's an item there. Oh wow, there's a lot of these fins here. Look at them, they're all over the place. Are they like just all gonna come charging at me as soon as I go to the middle? Because fuck that. And I think, despite the way this looks, you can't get up here. No, you can't, okay. Oh, there's one. Oh shit. Yeah, these things mean business. Oh shit, that was a lot of damage. Okay, so I can see what the gimmick of this area is. Whew. Okay, this area is going to be fun. Yeah, mandatory. I still wouldn't be surprised if there are some legends out there that can do this area without it, though. Those guys are definitely going to be a pain, though. And I wonder if they respawn or not. Hang on. What's the best path here? This is a weird area. This is what we were here for, though. To see me play stuff I hadn't seen before. Let's get a safety hill. There we go. I'm wondering if at this point if I should put the fog ring on. I'm out the lava now. So there are like 9 chaos bugs, those ones you were killing, and 1 drops the maggot. So there are 9 chaos bugs, those ones you were killing, and 1 drops. Oh, okay, so we'll just have to go back and do that later. Okay, I won't put it on yet. I'm gonna walk slow though, because the enemy's also aggro by noise. No. That was weird. It like went through the first time. Let's try going around this side first. What is this building? I wonder. I'm a little scared to do stuff now. Oh. Oh no. Okay, this is not good. Go heal. There we go. Oh. Oh. like where the dragons lived before? We'll see. There's probably more lore once we find some more items from this area. We just haven't really found anything yet. Oh, here we go. So there was a way in here. Okay. Good. Non-mimic chest. Oh wow, that must be a really big drop, that one. There you go, you can see a bit clearer now. That's the lighting engine here. I'm gonna have a quick drink. The lighting is interesting. The way their engine works, because straight up, if you're in different like parts of a level, like there's invisible barriers you go through that change the lighting model. See? It's an interesting effect. Okay, there's an item there. I wonder how you get that. Oh, this red is rough though. It kind of hurts my eyes a bit. I'm watering here. I'm a bit like, ooh. Okay, up this thing, I bet. Yeah, the glow is really harsh here. I really want to figure out. The reason why I'm looking around is I really want to figure out when you're in the kind of catacombs area, you can see a bit into the demon's ruins. There we go. Oh, twin humanity is very nice. Okay, so I think coming up here just gets you the item. How... maybe that minimised some damage. Hopefully. I was trying to figure out what's the quickest way to get off of here. Yeah, I know a little... Again, it's dumb. I know a lot of plot details from fucking Plague of Gripes summary video. So, I know that Izalith tried to rekindle the fire. And she fucked up and did this. And because only the Chosen Unborn is supposed to be able to rekindle the fire, but we haven't actually seen the in-game stuff that explains that. Oh, that stomp range is nuts. Just gonna have to take this thing out. Okay, I've got to be careful now because I'm running out of flasks quick. Yeah. Oh man, that hitbox is weird. There we go. Oh man, now I've got to be really careful now. Used up everything. Yeah, there must be some item description we just haven't seen yet because we don't have it. Oh weird, is this just... this building doesn't have an entrance, I think. Let me go around again. Maybe I missed it. Or it could be... don't know how many more illusion balls there are. Gotta say, for how tough those fins are, they don't drop a lot of souls. No, no illusion walls. Last one. Aha! Hey, that's awesome! Haha! I'm putting a message down. Hopefully someone will see that. It is a... No, geography. Oh yeah, well, the dragons were the ones who ruled first, and then humanity went against them. It's some of the stuff you get in Duke's archive that talks about Seath mentioned that, because it mentions he betrayed the dragons for, you know, like the gods of Anolondo. There we go, we're going to want to kindle this for sure. We haven't found too much in-game lore about all the dragon stuff yet. Alright, just repairing. Maybe we have to kill some dragons to start getting in that. Or get more dragon-tailed weapons, which we actually don't really have. Okay, I'm not actually sure where to go next. Oh yeah, you're back. We're gonna have to figure out. I really don't know where we're going next. Okay, I'm gonna go back and then get up higher here again. Just because I need a good look at the landscape. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the clip. Thank you for the clip, love. Huh. Okay, well that's a broken path there. Now that I'm up here, I can kind of see. So this was a bridge. But obviously we're not getting over there now. Actually... Now that I'm looking... maybe. I'm trying to figure out if that's a tree route you can climb on or not. Because it looks... See, it looks like it goes in there. And... yeah, there doesn't seem to really be anything this way apart from more of these guys. Okay, that might be the path ahead. I know it's the DLC. I just meant actual, like, in this level, where to go. I think I would take less damage if I just run through the lava, so let's just do that. Yeah, I've got the pendant. Don't worry about that. I did that off stream. Yeah. But I haven't actually teleported there. Just trying to think when's a good time to do the DLC. As in, you know, like what's level and... I was right. Nice. Because there's also the tree area that you get to from the lower part of Blighttown. Oh, here we go. This area is very different looking now. Because these roots are like the outside, but there's an area on inside the tree. Bear in mind, yeah, like I'll look at this a little bit, but we'll kind of go our own way. Yeah, the only thing we haven't done, looking at your path, obviously we've done the catacombs, but we haven't done Tomb of the Giants because that was really tough. There's the DLC mentioned there. That doesn't mention all the optional places though, I don't think. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the tree area is. It's where you find one of the covenants that we haven't been to yet. Okay, I must have watched someone play parts of this game, because this area looks familiar, but I've definitely not seen it. 30k, huh? Oh, maybe it's a good thing we're saving up those usable souls. Okay, that's a real wall, not a real fake wall. Oh, these things are tricky to move around. Just want to make sure if there are items around here, we're getting them. Yeah, okay. $30k though, jeez. That must be optional. It's kind of funny, the Abyss area, that's quite late in, because we already have the ring that lets you into the Abyss area. That's mainly because just I knew it was there. Oh. Are you stuck up there? Guess you are. Haha, no, not a fake wall. It's just really funny to me, I can one-hit kill these guys. Like, they're not... Sometimes it's like, hello. I could probably take that lava ring off, actually. Yeah, we'll clear out some enemies first. Oh, showing off, eh? Nice! I didn't think that was going to work. Got both of them. Okay, for now, because they're not actually... See, look, we got the Covenant of Artorias. I wonder how you get up there, then. Oh, excuse me. Just getting comfortable. Yeah. Be a sad day when the servers for this version get taken offline. I wonder when that's going to be. Oh, you get 30s from the boss. That's a lot. Admittedly, having to pay a crazy amount to get into an optional area, it does sound a bit believable. So that's why I didn't question it. What the fuck is that thing? Oh, ugh! What are you? Don't like the look of you at all. Ooh, that's. I feel like a lot of my commentary today has just been, ooh, what's that? Ooh, I say, ooh. Oh, it's got loads of eyes too. It's like a weird, like, bagpipe monster. Yeah, Izalith, you made some weird ass enemies. Okay. Is that a real fake wall? No, it's a fake real wall. Actually, no, it's a real wall. Oh, this area's so big. Ah, triple hit. Nice combo. Wait a minute. Okay. I thought I'd gone in a circle there. Yeah, we might. It depends how long we've been going. Hour and a half. Hour and a half? Depends, yeah. I have no clue how long all this area is going to take. Oh, is that a lizardy? There's a lizardy there. Oh! Shit! Oh! I'm going to slap my knee over that. That was amazing. Oh, they got me. And look down there. Look, oh, that guy wanted to suck me up good. Yeah, not today, Squire. I love these games. Just the gall to do that. Just be like, yeah, fuck you. We're gonna make your fucking fall down chasms and shit. We love it. It's like most games just don't want to do stuff like that. Unless it's like a scripted story thing of, oh yeah, no, you need to fall down here. Most games just won't, they're afraid. They won't do it. Okay, where do I go from here though? How do I get up there? Because there's an item there. Up here? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, okay. I thought that was... Okay, so a lot of those enemies. I wasn't sure what that was there. Can I run and jump that? Is that what I'm meant to do there? That's beautiful. Love that. Okay, let's try. Let's try and run and jump it. Oh, okay. I can't see any other way up there though. Let's try a few more times. Doesn't look like you're supposed to jump, but why else is this here? Oh no. I'll give that one more try, but that does not look like that's where you're supposed to go. I guess, okay. Maybe I should just drop down there. Yeah, no way. There must be a... How would you get up there, though? Alright. Oh, we're not going that way. Can we go down here? Okay, we can. But there's nothing here. No, okay, we're gonna have to jump down here then. Alright. Swap to my defense ring. Oh no! Oh, this was a bad idea. Okay, luckily I've got a lot of health, but did not realise it was poison down here. Oh dear, that does a lot of damage. Oh, another one. Okay. We can do this. It's almost all of them. Just one more. There we go. Okay, I need to put on... Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Oh, red. Okay, well, it's good. Definitely a lot of good items down here. So, I guess because my health is so high, this actually is not doing a lot of damage to me. Okay, no, that's invisible wall. And that's a jump down. That's a jump down. So that can't be the way to go. Oh dear, this is quite a big area. Okay, what do we got? Oh, well, that's good. I'm a bit worried now because I'm just stuck in this area that's just going to be constantly doing poison damage to me. And there's also these giant holes. Okay, that's a dead end. Oh, hi, we're on the other side of that. Let's see. Is it worth me putting on poison resistance gear? Probably not. Nah. Oh. Okay, well, yeah, a little bit. Oh, yeah, the area under the Historical Society. A little bit. It's definitely got that feel of, like, weird architecture that's just, like, deep down. Oh. You fell down. Okay. I wonder where the path forward is then. This must be an optional bit I'm in. Oh dear. Oh, I broke my armor. Shit. I didn't know that could happen. Okay. What got broken? Oh no, he broke my bag, I think. Is that what got broken? Let's see. Yeah, he broke my bag! Oh no. Okay, how do I get out of here? Oh, here we go. It doesn't matter too much because the defense on it's barely anything anyway. It's more just for the for the fun of the build. Okay, well, very funny from Soft. You got me. Oh dear. Well, can't give them credit for that. That was all me. That was a cell phone. Probably could have. I keep forgetting that if you use humanity, it recovers health. So sometimes I should do that when I'm not in combat, just to get the health back. You have to be more careful because once you've used humanity, you have to make sure not to lose it again. Intimate full. Yep. Well, didn't see your message, but that's correct. You can't replace the bag though, come on. This wouldn't be the same, would it? Anything over here? No. What's up here then? Trying to get my bearings again. I might know where we are now. Oh, well, this is okay. Oh yeah, that's the one that was broken. So I'm back up here now. Oh, there's a gargoyle. Hopefully this one is not really strong like the one in Anolondo. The one in Anolondo is probably quite weak now. Oh, never mind, it is really strong. Oh, you idiot, you thought it was weak. You dummy. Oh, what a dummy. You thought you could get through? You thought you couldn't get hit and killed instantly? You're having a laugh, aren't you? Oh, that was beautiful. Okay. So. That's not too far, though. Oh, wait. There's a ring you're supposed to wear there. Okay. There we go. Gotta be careful. Yeah. Let's just make sure we're completely out the lava. There we go. Now we'll use the flame ring for a bit, because it's these guys that just do the flame attack. I still didn't figure out how to get that oh, weird. Oh, it's someone's bloodstain, that's what it is. I gotta say, this flame ring actually doesn't help that much. From what I remember when this fire attack was hitting me earlier, it doesn't help you that much. Yeah, how do you get up there? It's probably just lost souls, but still. Be nice. We're Rollo again. Oh, our skin's dried out. wonder if those drop anything interesting, these things. I know the drop rate on some enemies is literally less than 1%. If you don't have the item discovery buff. I don't know if bagheads have noses or not, but if they did, mine was slightly itchy there. Oh yeah, it's these guys again. Okay, so you come up here. Oh, yeah, we didn't go up this way, did we? I don't think I did. Oh! Hello. So, these are the... Yeah. These are witches. Okay, let's check that. See if we can get some lore about Izaliths. I think at some point in the series they made managing all this a bit easier. Catalyst of the Witch of Izalith of long ago, when her daughters were still flame witches before they were engulfed by the chaos flame. Before the birth of pyromancy, their wands were mediums for sorcery, but knowledge of this flame sorcery has long since vanished. There we go. Oh, I forgot to repair my bag. Oh, John, how could you? Oh, weird. Okay. Is this a boss door? Let's see what the message says. Tears. Okay. Well, thank you for that, sir. So I wonder what was the way we went. I just remembered I have that shield that puts up your like resistance to certain element to poison and stuff like that. I probably could have used that earlier. Ooh. Ah, can't go that way. Interesting, look, 'cause there's stairs there. Okay, where is that? I'm still trying to figure out how to get that, get that item I saw earlier. Oh, okay, I never went down this way. That's why. There we go. Some parts of this area do look a bit samey, so I realised I wasn't You're gonna make those 50 hit jokes a lot, aren't you? I'm pretty sure that was not a thing until Elden Ring. And that was probably on purpose, because they knew. People knew about the walls at that point. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, I messed up there. Fell down too early. Yeah, well, that's. I think that's a purposeful thing about the design of FromSoft games. Is you know, you have to use your imagination for a lot of that stuff. You know, they don't just spell it out to you. And you're only meant to see the ruins of places and kind of imagine what the beauty of it would have been back in the day. There we go. Okay. Oh! Oh! Ah! Shit! Oh, that's annoying. Sorry about that. I'd let go of the stick at that point, so that was just unsure footing. That's why I fell off there. Not much I could have done about that. Okay. Hopefully there's a way to land on there without falling off this time. Maybe from there? There we go. Oh, no. Not again! Oh! Hey, that worked! Oh, rare in a sacrifice. Oh, weird. So if you get cursed... This ring, this mystical ring was created in a sacrificial rite of Velka, the goddess of sin. The magenta shaded ring is especially rare. It's rare, will lose nothing upon death, and will be freed from any curse whatsoever. Okay. Well, I'll have to remember that then. I only know of one enemy that curses you, and it's those weird frog fins in the depths. So there must be other enemies coming up that can curse you. I'm assuming these weird eye fins can. These weird, like, vacuum cleaner enemies or whatever they are. Very strange. Yes. Okay, well, we'll ignore the tears area for now. Try and get those souls back. Also, at some point, I've got to double check where the last two Flame Keeper souls are. The ones you get, you know. There's technically more, but you have to kill NPCs for them. And we're just having a nice playthrough here. Not going to go about killing Firekeepers. No, certainly not. Okay. Right, well, let's try again, shall we? Gargoyles are funny fins, aren't they? There we go. Okay, well that's good. I can block... Oh, that hit? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm trying to play it safe because this guy could easily knock me off the level. Very easily. Oh, that doesn't do a lot of damage at all. Ow. Oh. Okay. If I'm just careful, though. I have to go back to Anor Londo and kill that gargoyle I missed, don't I? I mean, at this point, hopefully it's a little easier. Oh, that's close. Okay, interesting. This one doesn't seem to have the lightning bolt attack. That's the thing. I need to try and get more oh, it does. Why does this game keep doing this? As soon as I say anything, the game's like, nuh-uh-uh. I still can't block, really. Oh! Shh. It was almost dead too. Ah. They make these guys so strong. I guess that's the kind of the point. It's like, maybe come back later. Or I could just try and run past it. I'm trying to think how many times I want to try. Oh, I forgot. You know what? Okay, let's fix the bag. Oh. Oh dear. Okay. They actually, They are starting to do a lot more durability damage, most of the enemies here. Especially those, I don't even know what to call them. They're like bagpipes or something, or vacuum cleaners. They actually are doing a lot of, durability damage. There we go. Okay, remember the ring this time. Jolly good, jolly good. I might... Nope, that's the rusted ring. I think I might try and run past a lot of enemies there. But I should have put the defense up ring against that guy, because aside from that lightning attack, he's only doing physical hits. It's really hard to avoid that swing. Like, even if you get really close to him, you still get hit by it. Which for most enemies isn't the case. Okay, we'll swap to the... I don't know if any of the games made this stuff easier. Because there are a lot of cases where you are swapping rings or certain types of equipment a lot. Because you'll only need them for like a small area. I don't want to rush past too much, because that's a very easy way. If you're not good at it, you can run through an area and then get yourself shanked. Because you underestimate how far they can, like how easily they can gang up on you, or follow you through a level, stuff like that. See? Gotta watch out for that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to... There we go. There's a lot of it. Okay. I probably could run past most of the enemies here. This is the only thing I think I would have some trouble running past. Yeah, I do so much more damage. It's a shame I can't block with this weapon without taking health damage. And I don't know if there's a stat or you can upgrade weapons to make them block better. I need to look that up. Because I just haven't really noticed. Like, maybe next time I upgrade this sword, I need to block against an enemy that still does damage when I use this and see if it changes anything. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. That's a dead end. Yeah, these guys do follow you quite a lot. There we go. One for you. Because yeah, it's like almost If it's not double damage, it's almost double damage when I attack two-handed with this weapon. Okay. Oh. There we go. This might help out a little bit. Oh, that's old. Yeah, it's not double, but it is a lot. That hit! Oh, the hitboxes on these guys are weird. I don't know how to explain it. They probably are fair, knowing it. I just can't figure them out. Okay, that's why. Because he moves... If you look, he holds it and then slides, you know, the head of the weapon so it can hit from closer. You know what? I'm past him. I'm just gonna run past him. Yeah, you can. I'll worry about you later. Oh, hey, that's a lizard. Hopefully it's not a trap lizard. No, no. Ah, bollocks. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, okay. This is that shortcut.
Finally, I have found it.
Oh no!
I have
So yeah, shit.
my very own son. I am the son. I've done it.
He's gone mad. Shit.
Yes, I did.
Oh no! Oh. He's loving it though. He sounds like he's loving it a bit too much though. No, I mean, okay. Oh, okay. Well, next time I need to try and run around the fucking gargoyle again. Okay, well, this time I'm just gonna run past everything. I was caught so off guard by that. One thing I am gonna do though, I need to respawn that lizard, and unfortunately to do that you need to quit out the game and reload your save. It's a very weird quirk of this game. But unfortunately those things don't respawn unless you load your save again. So let's do that quick while I'm here. Doesn't take long. We'll have a quick drinky while it's loading. Come on, Terald. I am proud that I've gotten almost up to where I was in my first playthrough in about half the time. Because yeah, it took me a long time that first playthrough. 60 plus hours. I've played this game for over 100 hours. That's Dark Souls for you. Aha. Okay, well let's hope they can't follow me too far. Most enemies do have a limit to how long they'll follow you. It's usually only special ones like the Dark Knights or the Silver Knights that will follow you really far. There we go. Alright, well, let's try and get past this guy again. Stamina back. Trying to think what's the best way. Oh no! There we go. Okay, he's not that hard to get around. If you're smart about it. Alright, let's heal first. Now, I need to run, but not do the... Not do the running attack. I need to... There we go. So yeah, this is optional. You could have totally not known what happened to Solier if you didn't come this way. Do we have to kill him? I feel like you're supposed to save him. Like, can I get the fin off of him? You still there, Clarice? Clarice, hello? Or is he just gone hollow now? And that's it. I'll keep him alive for a bit. Well, yeah, I knew you wouldn't know. You'd have to look it up, but I can't really look it up now, if you know what I mean. But, you know, I can... Okay, well that's it. One more hit and he's toast. Okay. Sorry.
My son. It's setting.
Oh dear.
Dark. So dark.
There we go. We got all his gear though. Sunlight, straight sword, sunlight shield, sunlight talisman, and all his armor. Weird. So he was like wearing one of these on his head. What are these fins then? There's the sunlight maggot. Alright. Where is it? Is it here? No. It must count as a helmet, I guess. Because he was wearing one on his head, wasn't he? Alright, well, let's check out his gear. What does it say about it? Helm of Solier of Astoria, Knight of Sunlight. Of high quality, but lacking any particular power. Solier's incredible prowess must have come from rigorous training alone, for his equipment exhibits no special traits. Ah, that's cool. That's cool lore. That's the black stuff, crystalline. These are the Izalith gear. Eastern border, silver, painted. Here we are. A loathsome parasite that inhabits lost Izalith. It is completely immobile, yet still lives. When worn on its head, it emanates blinding light, which is why it is known as the sunlight maggot. Ah, there is a way to prevent him from finding that so you can keep sunning him, but that's what happened here, was normal. Ah, sad. I wonder how. Obviously, we're not going to do it now, but I'd be curious to know how you stop him from getting possessed. Well, there you go. That's a shortcut open. Yeah. I wonder what happens if you actually put it on. I don't want to risk it in case it's something where you can't take it off again. But hey, we can take that to the crow later on. We might do that once we're done with this area. Oh, this fucking... Okay. We'll come back and... I don't think I'm going to risk trying to kill this guy now. Oh, how much... Just... Oh, weird. Yeah. We'll try and get that ring. Roll. There we go. See, even with that amount of stamina. Okay. No, I need to back up. I feel like the method I need to do here is to get two-handed hits in and then swap to the one-handed block. Like do this and then... Oh, but that didn't quite work, did it? Doesn't help, I'm like having so much trouble. You know what? You know what? I have an idea. I have a very cheesy idea. Players can also save Celia from running without needing to be a +2 Chaos Servant. Oh, okay. So that's cheesing it. It's going to be accompanied by using attacks that are not impeded by the environment. Oh, I wish I knew that about the Chaos Servant, though. I don't know how you level up the Chaos Servant Covenant. Because then I would have leveled it up. See, there's so much little things you can do and miss in these games. Oh well. We weren't to know, were we? And, you know, that's the world of Dark Souls. You can't just magically save and prevent everything from happening. Okay. So yeah, check this out. Run away! Obviously he's gone now, so there's not much we can do about it, surely. Okay, have we de-aggroed him yet? Come on, I can't tell. Yeah. Okay. Should the player not belong, they want to anger, then request absolution. Oh, that's a... yeah. That's an interesting solution, because that's kind of like exploiting the logic of the game, but I like that it's still viable, they never patched it out. You know, hey, if it works. Because, if it works, that's what I'm doing right now. It's taken a while. But, actually, I think he might be deaf, this enemy. I think, like, some enemies are... Okay, we've got to go back a bit further. We've got to de-aggro him and then get back up. Okay, I think he's turned around. Obviously, I'm running this game at 720. I don't think it went up to 1080 anyway. But, you know, it's not the remaster, which I believe goes up to 1080, and obviously on PC, you get higher than that even. Oh yeah, this is gonna take a while, sorry. I gotta think of stuff to talk about then. Because this is gonna take a bit. Ah! Shit, that does a lot of damage. Okay, I've got to be more careful doing this strat. It's not as foolproof as I thought. Kind of wondering if I should take my armor off just to get the increased stamina and running speed. I might do that after this next hit. Okay, just gotta be more careful about the electricity this time. We'll do serpentine. Try and think what's going on. Okay, you know what I will talk about? Clarice knows about that, but I've actually been working on a new bag head. This bag head, I should mention, is quite old. It's more than a decade old. It's had to have some repairs. It's not held up completely over that time. Is this the quick? Hang on. I'm trying to remember how much you have to take off. There we go. So yeah, you run faster, your stamina doesn't go down as much when you're like this. I think you run a little faster, I could be wrong. But we'll do this just because it will speed up the process. And you get to look at my hollow ass while I'm doing this. But I think it improved, like, most of the animations are a bit faster as well. You definitely regen stamina, like, a lot quicker. But, you know, I have multiple bags. People who've seen some of my streams will know that, because I have a second bag that's a little more form-fitting. A bit sleeker, if I want to show off my, anyway. But, I've been, for kind of a while now, on and off. I've actually had the idea to do other bags for a very long time. Though, when I started streaming, the ideas for it changed. I've always wanted to make more bags. You know, that's the thing with a bag head. You can't really change up your hair and put different makeup on, even though I do have makeup on. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that, did you? Huh? Yeah. Gotta look good on stream, after all. But I want to make one that can be a bit more expressive. That's the unfortunate side effect of being a baghead. If you're not expressive in your voice, and that's definitely something I try and do now that I stream. And I think if you watch my early streams, you'll notice that. You know, you've got head movement and you can do all that and try and be expressive, but you know, you have to speak your mind. You have to say how you feel. And, you know, I'm doing that okay, I think. I don't know. I'm trying. But I've always wanted to make a different one, and I've been working on one. I don't want to spoil too much surprises on it, but it's going to be animated, is the best way I can put it. Not obviously animated, but it's going to be able to express a little bit. And yeah, I've been working on it on and off, and I got to like quite a major milestone. Because it's a bigger build than anything I've had to make before. Like, it's not just cloth with holes and stuff attached to it. It's got puppetry, and it's got straps and all sorts of stuff onto it. But I finally got to the doing the bag part of the head. Because otherwise it's just a head, you know? It's not a bag head without a bag. And yeah, it's really coming together now. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna do it. The way I always planned it was I was going to try and get to affiliate, and then kind of, you know, it's more of a VTuber phrase, but I was gonna kind of like quote unquote re-debut. Not that the old bags will ever go away completely. I'm definitely foreseeing there's going to be times where I'm not going to want to put that one on. And this is a big secret. I'm actually planning a fourth bag as well for a different kind of stream. You can't have enough bagheads. That's the secret. Once you become a baghead, which you think is a tough life, you know, having to live with bag on head, but you end up getting multiple. Hey, look at that. That, ladies and gentlemen, and those who lie betwixt, is how you play Dark Souls. You play like a little bitch. And it works. Where is it? I want the black... Is it black tights? No. There we go. And what did he drop? Oh, his weapon and demon. That's good. But maybe I won't, because it would be good. You know what? I'm going to go back this way. Use the bonfire. Actually, which one's closer? How many bones do I have? Screw it. You know, because it's a more expressive bag, and it's going to kind of, you know, it'll kind of define what my streamer look will be. I'm wondering, should I just show it off, you know, actually debut it before then? Alright, we've got that. I think it was endurance, yeah. I want to do endurance because I want to try and equip this. Can I equip this yet? Okay, half of 90 is 45. Half of 6 is 3. 5. So, really close. It's not there yet. I could put on... Okay, that's better. That's nice. I won't put it on yet though, because that fucks with my fire defense. And so does that. I could put the silver stuff on now though. So that's good. I'm maybe tease, maybe. Mainly, it's the thing with bag heads is if you're not used to wearing them, if you're not, if you're just becoming a bag head for the first time, you do need to practice. When I started streaming, there was a bit of adjustment period because this is going behind the curtain a little bit, the cloth of the bag, so to speak, because my bag head doesn't have curtains. But those early streams, I was wearing glasses, and anyone who wears glasses could probably tell you that wearing glasses underneath like a hood that covers your entire face is not a great idea, even with eye holes. It trying to stream without fogging up my vision completely was not easy. I managed it, I think, because after wearing them for a while under the bag, their base temperature went up, so it was like less affected by it. But those early streams, I was doing that. Now I've got contacts and it's fine. But I made this bag a long time ago, and I'm not going to tell you where I find them. But I've been using it on and off online for ages, so I already knew what it's like. Actually, my older version of this bag is a little different. It actually the eyes used to be blacked out completely, but they're not very good for streaming that way, so I had to change it. Alright, well, got a boss here now. And this new one would definitely take quite a bit of getting used to. But, it's like, if I try and build my identity out of the ones I currently have, I don't know if it's slowing my growth a bit not to move on to one that would be better suited for the cam stuff I do, because I'm on camera. And sometimes when I'm just sitting there, I'm just like this, hey, I'm gaming, I might as well not even be on cam. I might as well just put a fucking picture up, So I'm always back and forth thinking maybe I should just when it's ready use it. All right, here goes. I can't take this. All right. I guess this is a slide, isn't it? Oh shit! Is this? Oh, I'm not human. I'm not. I'm hollow right now, so I can't summon. Whee! Oh shit! Is this? I was gonna say, is this where Downpour got the idea for its slides? Which maybe. Actually, that came out a year after this, I think. Okay, I watched someone do this boss for sure. I didn't personally do it. I definitely watched someone do it. Ow! Stop that. Okay. Well, let's back up a bit. Heal. I feel like you have to attack these things. But now I'm not so sure. Oh no. Yeah, I was right. Okay, I've seen someone do this fight. I think... Oh god, this is old. I think back when Vinny Caravella was that giant bomb, and this would have been not a decade ago, but quite a long time ago when they did this. He did a playthrough where he'd yeah, don't worry, don't give me any spoilers here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoopsie. Okay. I was a bit confused there. I was like, am I dead? I assume there isn't a summon you can do for that boss. I'll turn human anyway. But we'll try it. I fell down a hole though. Yeah, honestly, this is quicker than going back to the Covenant. Oh, I should have took that ring off. Not that it mattered for that boss, how much I did. But I should remember to yeah, I might as well just not put on the flame ring, because I can run past all these enemies without getting hit. So we'll just do this. But yeah, they had a series where he, much like me, but I restarted from the beginning because it'd been too long. But I think a couple of years after Dark Souls came out, he did a playthrough on there where he jumped back into the game where he hadn't played it for a few years. And I remember him doing this area. Not actually, I don't remember this area, but I remembered him doing the boss for some reason. It must have been something weird where I forgot to fucking hollow. I forgot to unhollow, so I'm gonna have to go to that other bonfire and do it. Okay. I used the humanity because I was like, yeah, I'll unhollow. Then I didn't fucking actually do it. Your favourite thing happens, Sieg. Oh shit, he respawned. Never mind then. Weird. Most gargoyles don't respawn. Motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to. We're just gonna have to just try this boss. Onion boy. I guess if I die again, I can go back and do his stuff, right? Yeah, okay. If I die again, we'll go do that. But you'll have to tell me what to do, because I know nothing about that. Oh, I made that jump. That's really funny. Okay, I don't know if I need to. Do I have to do this again? No, okay. I've got to go around to the other side, right? Oh dear. Yeah, it's very possible I could die doing this, so. Oh. Man, even with that physical defense up ring. No, that's okay. Well, no spoilers unless I'm, like, obviously missing stuff, you know? Oh! Okay. As a... It's weird how long it takes you to die there. Okay. Alright, so... What do we do with Onion Boy then? Last thing I did is he was in Sen's Fortress. Look at all these places now. So, yeah, the last time... Yeah, do I have to go back to Sen's Fortress, or what? Yeah, he was in Sen's Fortress. You know what, here, if I... Oh look, there's another player. I might check something while I'm here. Just one sec, I'm just checking something. I turned it, but you could turn it 4 ways, so like that's quite a vague question. Okay.
I know that one.
Okay.
Oi, where are you off to?
Sorry. I thought I did. We'll have to go check him. We can do that quick. Obviously, not get too reckless going through this area, but it shouldn't be too hard to get through here now. Come on then. Okay, not quite one hit killing these guys. Oh wow. Got dropped though. That was surprising. No, I don't believe we found him in Anolondo. Look, there's that item I missed. That I don't actually know how you would get. I think you'd have to just run and jump to get down there. But it's probably just, I'm getting the feeling those are just souls. I don't know. I don't think you could run and jump and make that. A silver knight statues. I did move that thing, but it moves back on itself or something. It's weird. Oh. It's good my defense is as high as it is now. Means that none of this stuff's going to do too much damage to me. So yeah, if I go this way... Go across here. Maybe he's not here now. Hang on. Let me clear these guys out first. I don't know who that is. Oh, yeah, the magic guy. I think this is where you first find him, though. Okay, he must be in Anolondo then. Yeah, because that's where he is the first time. And I remember doing that boulder bit. Where is he in Anolondo, I wonder? Okay, Anolondo, deep inside the castle, past the bonfire with Solier and a few silver knights. Oh, we did talk to him there. Yeah, we talked to him there. Oh, weird. Did we not get the item from him? What's the item he gives us? Let's actually double check we don't have that item. Yeah, we did see him in Anolondo. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, but what item? What item does he give you? Tiny beans ring. So let's see if we actually have the tiny beans bin. Okay. Alright, well, we didn't get it, so I have to go back and get that ring. Okay. So if I walk to Chamber of the Princess. Yeah, I must not have talked to him after killing the Silver Knights. I know exactly where that is. Yeah, but I don't have that ring. I don't have the Tiny Beans ring, so I must not have talked to him. I'll double check. Yeah, I never got the ring off of him. Yeah, that's fine. It shouldn't take me too long to get back there. Okay, what I will do though, put this on so I can just kind of run past everything easier. See, it's funny you're saying his name, because I didn't know he had a name. I was just like, oh yeah, the Onion guy. Because there's another NPC who even calls him Onion Knight. There we go. So yeah, I believe if I go up this way, I can get to that area. God, the enemies in this area still drop a lot of souls. Okay. So yeah, I believe if I go around this way... I actually took the long way around. Okay, so you're just a dirty liar. Why do people upvote those lie ones? I don't get it. Look, hello. Not gonna do that until I hit another the bonfire that's in here. That doesn't count as a backstab? Don't know why it's so hard to backstab these guys. Okay. And it's down one of these. Probably this one. Come on. See, like, why didn't that count? There we go.
What's on your... Wait. You defeated those monsters?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm saved. This Knight of Katarina hereby commends you. Take this as a token of my gratitude. But be warned, gallantry entails great risk. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
There we go. So what does that ring do, I wonder? Small increase in HP. If I remember right, it's barely anything. It's like actually just not useful. Yeah. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna go to the bonfire first. I'm wondering if I can take that gargoyle out now. Yeah, why can I not get the backstab anymore? There we go. There we go. Now go... Okay. I'm just going to try and see if I can take out that gargoyle now. And... then we'll warp. There we go. We might as well try. I'm a lot stronger, I've got better gear on. All that jazz. Okay. That missed? Oh yeah, this won't be as hard this time. Just gonna go here, regen my stamina. It's weird I'm able to avoid the hits this time. Why was I having like so much trouble the first time? Oh, bad idea, she says. Kind of nailed that, didn't I? What's this message say? I did it. Yeah, you certainly did. So did I, though. That's, yeah, you have no faith in me. What's up with that? After all I've been through. It's a bit of an easier room. Like, on that bridge... Maybe the gargoyles have, like, different swings then. Because I was... Maybe I just need to remember that, though. If you stick to his right side... His right? No. His left. My right. Well, we got it done. That's the important thing. Excuse me. All good. All good. Thank you for helping with this quest. Because, yeah, a lot of this stuff... That's just my bad that I didn't talk to him after killing those other enemies. There he is.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Yeah, fancy meeting me here.
Much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the game, the old portrait. Was that your doing?
Yeah, it was.
I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This Knight of Katarina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Oh, nice.
There you are.
There I am.
I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst. There you are.
Okay.
No.
So, he's repeating dialogue now. He says he's gonna go. I'll check something. Nah, he's not come back yet.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece. And pray that you never go hollow.
Okay, so just teleport out, teleport back in, yeah? Don't worry so much, because the magic guy, it's not like I can get the miracles anyway. Again, this is never going to be like 100% playthrough. I do want to check something quick while I'm here. Okay. Giant. Okay. So I've come here quick because I want to give the ember to the giant here. Actually, no, we'll do that later. I might just do that off stream. Oh yeah, I definitely have purple moss. So, I need to go to Daughter of Chaos. And, okay, so he'll be at that bonfire then, right? Because I can't warp to that one. Oh, look at that. There's the shortcut down. Okay, well, you're best to tell me where he is then, because you can't teleport to that bonfire. To the Great Hollow. Okay. So, head to the hollow place first. It's weird they say from the fire. Maybe in the remaster. I know the remaster has like a few extra warp points. But you can't warp to that bonfire. At least I can't. It's one you think you would be able to warp to. But just for some reason I can't. Oh. It's kind of weird when you look up the light changes. Okay, I've got to be careful because there's these big guys down here. might take these guys out first because I have to kind of figure out where I'm going. Oi. Yeah, in the butt. No. I definitely hit that bonfire. Remember when we were playing with Takumi? That's where I summoned him from. Oh, that's weird. There we go. I'm gonna say, those directions, like north. Where is the route? I guess that's the route? Okay, yeah, we have the purple moss. I'm trying to think where that is, though. Okay, well, let me put on the rusted ring. Also, where is it? There we go. I think it's this way. Close to the great... Okay, opposite end of the swamp where the boss is. So, opposite the boss? I'm thinking it's this way. I have enough moss, that won't be a problem. Oopsie. Like, the poison is not doing that much damage to me now. So it's actually not that bad if I get poisoned. I just have to wait. Oh, that's cheesy. That should not have counted. There we go. Yeah, I'll just wait out the poison. But I think it's this way. Shame it's so dark down here. There we go. But that gives you an idea of like how connected. Oh. These areas are. That those routes we were seeing. Oh, wow. Wow, I missed all that. Shit. That's the fun thing, like going back to areas, you sometimes realise you miss stuff. I never killed, I didn't think, I'm trying to think if I want to go back. That's quite a while to go back. There's that weird thing that's blocking a path. I never killed it. Oh, those guys are chasing me. Yeah, there we go. I think this is it. Because I never went this way. Here. Is that him? There he is. Cheeky. There we go. Oh, he's sleeping. Okay.
Oh ho!
Oh!
Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I
Look how long
drifted
his
away.
sword is.
You see,
Makes mine
I'm
look
actually
pathetic.
in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss? Fantastic. Thank you. A saint you are. This knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Please, take this. A symbol
Gotta be
of my
careful, don't be
appreciation.
hitting your triggers. Nice, got a shield.
Our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn.
I could see finding him down here being very missable. Because you have to be quite confident to be able to go around this area.
Poison swamp, like quicksand in there.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's like if you don't have the rusty ring. Might as well have a quick jaunt around here. While we're here. What's this message say? Be wary of liar. Ah, weird. Look at all these slugs. Oh, these leeches. These are probably leeches, aren't they? I like the way they move. It's like when Solid Snake does it in Metal Gear Solid 4, does this like slow crawl. Happiness. Okay. Don't get some of these messages sometimes. I feel like people put them just to get the upvotes. I guess it's like, oh yeah, this is a place where you don't get poisoned, but that's not great. While heading through the Duke's Archives, right before the entrance to Crystal Caves, there are multiple blue crystal golems. Okay. I should be able to teleport there, so that's not hard to get to. Ooh, server. Maybe this server can explain why I was dropping frames earlier. Let's see. Curved Greatsword. Imbued. Ah, wow, restores HP with hits. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's a dead end. You know, I'll just get poison again. Don't mind too much. Oh, okay, that's a circle then. I do want to figure out where that entrance is. the tree entrance, so I know it for later. I think it's here though. Oh, look at that beautiful Lighttown frame rate. Oh, nice. There we go. Yeah, here we are. Okay, just before that, let me look down here. I could feel it. I was like, there's an hidden item here, isn't there? There we go. Okay, so straight up, you're kind of supposed to find him as you're going through the game. Because he doesn't really give you a hint he's going to the Duke's Archives, does he? There we go. I think this is it. Oh wow, yeah, it's a fake wall. Decent message. Not in the right place. Frames. Yeah, that's the game. That wasn't me. That wasn't me dropping frames. Oh, okay. Where is this tree bit then? I thought this was the entrance to the tree place. Oh, am I wrong? That plank wood shield is it's actually in Bloodborne. It's like a joke. Yeah, there is another one. Yeah, this is super sneaky, this one. This is how optional this area is, the Great Hollow. There's two fake walls. Yeah, you can see the early, like, they've stepped up their game with Elden Ring. But you can see the early inklings of, I'm going this way because I believe there's a bonfire. Oh, weird, I just got 400 souls. Yep, see, here we go. Sadly, I don't believe you can warp to this one. So, I need to go to the Duke's Archives. There we go. Yeah. Again, you don't have to go down here. There's a Covenant down here that I never got to. When I stopped playing, I stopped here when I was doing co-op with a friend. And I forgot. We must have got distracted by something else, and he ended up beating the game without me. Okay, let me put the fog ring on. There we go. In some ways, I'm kind of glad we're doing this now, because with all the bonfires done and being leveled up, I can just kind of run through and get everything. Hello, you. Should look into if I can upgrade this sword again. Alright, so there's a Golem. There he is. Alright, well, because he's tougher. Also, I need to get my, there we go. Oh. And that's still a decent amount. I find when you use this weapon double-handed, you're usually best just to do one swipe. Because it's actually quicker to do one, cancel one like that, than it actually is to do the combo. Hey! Oh, that's funny.
It was you who rescued me. Why, thank you.
Wait a
I
minute.
am Izalith of Katerina. I don't know how I ended up in that crystal.
You sound different.
It wasn't terrible in there, but I could hardly move. I must think of some way to repay you.
You sound different.
Oh, have you seen my father? You wouldn't miss him.
Oh.
His armor just like mine. Thank goodness. I knew he was here somewhere. Well then, now I must find him.
I was confused there. I was like, did he get shrunken into a child?
Put him keep out of trouble. Thank goodness. Well then,
Okay. There's two of you. Alright, well, the question is, now where do I go? That's really funny, though. Back to Firelink. Alright. I'm just gonna... not gonna waste the bone. I'm just gonna run back to that bonfire. It's very close. Getting shit done. Here's the thing. In video games, they usually just ask women to do child voices, and they usually sound like that. So you can understand why I might assume it was a child voice. It's very unusual for sorry, I said that wrong. It's very usual. I can't think of many games that used actual children to voice children characters. Silent Hill 2 is probably one of the early examples where it was actually done good. Downpour, Silent Hill Downpour is an example where it was done badly. Where they got child actors and they fucking suck. Heavy Rain's another one. Final Fantasy VII Remake, actually, it's a little inconsistent. There's a few child characters that are clearly voiced by adult women, but most of the children are actually voiced by children in that game. And it goes so far. Obviously, you know, finding child actors is hard, and obviously they can only play those roles for a few years. But they did good. They actually found some, like, decent child actors.
oh, hello again. You're both managing quite well, aren't you? I haven't found my father yet. Have you seen him? Really? Then I must be off. I'm sorry he's caused you trouble. He has a knack for that. If you just stay put.
Okay, do you have anything else to say?
Really?
No. Okay. I did want to check. What are the stats on that shield he gave me? Okay, so it does a bit of damage, but not as good as what I have. Okay, so we've talked to her. Let's do some repairs quick while I'm here. We are called up, but that reminds me, I want to check out what's the stats on this. Find that interesting, that's slightly better. You know what, I'll equip that. Where's the Solier stuff? There it is. Oh yeah, it's just not as good. Okay, it's complicated. So I'm advising to see if you can summon him, but if you use him, do not speak to him. Okay? If you do, send it to me on Discord, not on Twitch, because then I can look at it on my phone. I don't think I can put these on there. Let me try. Oh, I can. There we go. We've got all the black armor stuff on now. Okay, let's look at this quickly. Okay. Found the daughter. You'll find him. Ah, okay. So we have to pick which route we want to do. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to quickly warp back here. Doesn't look like I can warp back to that area though in the Bed of Chaos. That's fine. I just have to go from the Door of Chaos area. Yeah. So there's like multiple ways to do the quest line. That's interesting. We might as well do option 3. Option 3 makes the most sense, I think. I'm going to see if I can upgrade my sword here, because it's stupid and... Okay, what can you do here? Make a divine club, an occult club. And this is that's the downgrade. Yeah, you can. Yeah! It's +5 now. I think that's the max it can go. At least for now. I've got a lot of demon stuff, so I might upgrade this sword as well. Because this is a decent PvP weapon, but I'll mess with that another time. I need to look up what to do with the other 2 souls that I have, but I'll do that off stream. To try and get those cool ones. Might as well upgrade the sack a bit. How strong can we get the sack? Okay, we'll leave that for now. Can I purchase anything good from him? Okay, we'll leave that for now.
Don't get yourself Night.
Yeah. So basically it's if you want the ring, or if you want the slab. It seems like very interesting. But I'm pretty sure the that chaos, that boss, there's no summon in there, right? Because that's just a puzzle. Yeah, well, again, I think that's quite purposeful. Like, maybe you're supposed to... You know, it's just like, yeah, you don't know what happened. Okay, let me put this fog ring back on, just because it's good for when I'm, like, running between areas. Okay, so from here... I want to go, yeah, down. It is funny because the armor, it's just, it's very interesting because the armor, like, is purposefully built to look like it's for fat people, but I'm pretty sure they actually aren't. No, that's, oh no, that's where the boss was. We gotta go down further. There's always this weird thing with Soul games where in some cases the devs did seem to design, wait, no, that's not the shortcut I'm looking for. Where is it? Where's that shortcut door I opened? Oh, where was that? Oh, okay. I remember now. It was just before the boss, so it is through this way. Oh, I got confused there. Yeah, it's this way. Yeah, well, I think that's why they do the New Game Plus. Definitely, if you want to get all the trophies, you have the New Game Plus, because some of the, like, upgrade items you need, or the weapons and gear you make with the souls, they literally only drop once. So you know, you have the one chance to get them. I think, like, both the ones I've made, like, I didn't make the Chaos Blade, so you would need to New Game Plus to get that, or do a separate save, kind of thing. Because I could be wrong, but I think the trophy, they don't need to be on the same save file. I think it just cares if you've, got them all. Yeah, take that. It's annoying this guy fucking respawns though. It's weird because most gargoyles don't respawn. Ha ha ha! I will go back to the bonfire though, that was here. Because this is the longer route to run back to. So I am going to... Hang on, this is where he's supposed to be, isn't it? Let me just take these guys out. So he's like down here? I guess down here somewhere? Oh yeah, now I see him. Okay. Let me check this again. Actually, I have killed them already, haven't I? Yeah, look, they're not there anymore. Yeah, see, look, he's not there. They're not there, so I think I've already killed them all, so I don't think I'll get a choice.
Oh, there you are. Wait, did you defeat
Yeah.
those dire creatures?
I already did it.
You never fail to impress. Well, wonderful. This
Hey, so he survives.
Katarina said, take this as a token of my gratitude.
There we go, speckled stone
I
plate
feel
ring.
like I'm always thanking you. I curse my own inability.
Now go find your daughter.
I feel like I'm always...
Go... Go home and be a family man. Okay, how do I... Oh. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I can... How... Oh dear. Do I have to jump down? Or can I, Oh, no. Okay. That's okay. Oh, weird. So some of them are still down here. Oh yeah, what does that ring do? Let's see. Slight boost of magic, fire, lightning defense. Oh, okay. Funny enough, I think the slab you would have got from the daughter is actually the best reward for that quest line. But, that's okay. I'd rather he, get to live. Like, it's not bad, Rin, but it's definitely... The Titan slab is what you need to make a +10 fin. And I think there's a limited amount you can get on one playthrough. Okay, yeah, so I need to run back... this way. Use that bonfire so we don't have to run back too far. How close am I to getting enough souls to level again? Probably need like 10k at this point. And they don't drop a lot. Interesting, I think these enemies are death too. That's the amount of kind of like depth and little things to know about these games. That some enemies will hear you, some will see you, some are both. There is a ring you can get that makes your footsteps quieter as well. Oh, you know, I actually got quite a lot of souls from doing this. There we go. Better to die while fighting or live knowing you're weak. Well, are we asking Klingons here? Because I know what a Klingon would say. Or the Krogan from Mass Effect, which are just the... Minnie? What are you doing? Hang on. Minnie? Hang on. I gotta... What are you doing, Minnie? Minnie? Come here. Come here. What are you doing? Why are you rubbing on the mic? What's... You like the mic? No, don't go there. What are you doing? What is it, Minnie? You okay? I have to use this so she can be seen. Calm down. There. Sorry about that. Are you gonna just keep doing that for a while? Maybe she'll settle down later. Sorry about that. There you go. She's having a lick now. That was a nice interlude, wasn't it? Oh, this stream's gone quite long, actually. Okay. Well, thank you for the interruption, Minnie. There we go. You might hear weird noises. She's just rubbing on stuff for a while. I don't know what that was about, I'm sorry. I'm surprised you didn't clip that, Clarice. Or use the emote. It's amazing. There we go. So what do I need to level up? Oh, okay. Might as well level up. No, wrong menu. Yeah. I can't see it because I don't think my tablet has better Twitch on it, but I'm sure everyone loves it. What to upgrade? What to upgrade at this point? Kind of thinking just more endurance. Thinking for the next bit coming up. Yeah, I'll do endurance and then I'll do the other two next. I've also got a lot of flasks now. Because I double kindled one of those bonfires we went to. Alright, so let's do this boss and then yeah, that'll be it for the stream today. An extra long one today. Getting quests done. Okay, put this fog ring on quick. It's probably the quickest way to get past everything. And yeah, I'm kind of remembering from watching a Giant Bomb playthrough that this boss is just a puzzle. Which is quite funny, because I think that's where it turned out that Finney had stopped. He must not have figured out the puzzle when he played on his own. We can do that. Maybe like at the end. If there's any like really interesting ones. I wonder if he goes anywhere. Or if he just stays. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, na, 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 na. Bit of a laugh in it. Bit of a laugh. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh dear. Great start. Check out my rolls. Ow. Okay. Oh. There we go. Oh. That could have gone bad like multiple times there. Thank you, Minnie. Thank you, Minnie Cat. She was here for most of the stream, asleep, and then she got up for some reason and then came back. Okay, so now you can actually fight the boss, I think, right? Holy shit. Okay. Okay, then. That was a lot of damage. I was like almost at full health there. Wonder if putting the fire in on actually would be a good idea there. I just realised that, man, if you had not found this bonfire, doing this boss would be a pain. Having to run through the lava, or the whole lava area again. Yeah. Well, just a quick run back to the boss. The annoying thing is, though, is trying to get my souls and humanity back there is probably tricky. It's probably a bad idea to even go for it at that point. I'm just gonna... Oh, well, never mind. I was gonna run past you, but then I got stuck on some trees. Okay, so maybe putting the fire in on is the good idea here. And... this... I don't know any more slide music, unfortunately. You got it once. Oh, that's cool. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, well, we're taking damage. That's good. Actually, no, that's bad. So what do we do here? Well, there is light up there. Oh, wait. I think I remember. Never mind. You have to go down that hole. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well now I know what to do. Because, like, I did see, I was like, oh. I guess I thought that hole? Yeah, that hole opened up earlier, but it wouldn't do, would it? Okay. There we go. Still, it does so much damage for, like, how much gear and health I've got. Like, you'd have to be really good at the game to do the, like, naked runs, because you would be probably one hit, like, that'd be a one-hit kill. Though I think if you do those kind of playthroughs, like, everything's one-hit kill. Like, at least the bosses. Excuse me. Okay. Well, now I know to run on the right side here. I should get past this time. There we go. Just squeezed through. Whoop, 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 whoop. Lost the humanity, but not a big deal considering how much I've got. Okay, while I'm here, let's put on this, just in case I get hit. Oh dear, this is not easy, is it? There we go. Oh yeah, that's the actual boss. There we go. Hey, I got a trophy! There we go, officially we have technically made more progress than I did before. So that's cool. There we go. Hang on. I just want to check something before I warp out of here. I missed. It's only 1,000 souls, but it's curious. Yeah, that would be death. I kind of did that in a very dangerous way. But I did it. Like, okay, let's we'll walk back to filing first, and we'll use the souls there. There you go. We got a lot done today. Whew. I'm glad we got through all this area. Ah, the daughter's gone too. I guess they're just gone. Alright, so I put up endurance, so let's just go for vitality there. And we'll repair everything. Alright. Look at that. +9 sack. I probably won't use the slab. Well, I have to think. I think I might already have the trophy for getting something to +10. I guess it's just if there's any armor I want to upgrade to +10. The bag obviously is kind of like a joke, but it in some ways works to have it on. Because it does have... Oh, don't look. It does have some stats. Like its actual defense is not great, but it at least has bleed and poison resistance. See? Bags are comfortable. Yeah, who knows? Maybe you just got upset at having to rely on me all the time. Well, there you go. So that's 2 down, 2 to go. So either next time, there's a few optional things I can... You know what, I'll do that now. I'll do it before I forget. Is this the right way? No. I'm going to do one thing. I don't know where these lot went. Oh, I think No, they did. They went to Duke's Archives and they got turned, I believe. I wonder if you can tell him. Probably not.
Ah. Oh, you. Oh, blast, where might she be?
Yeah, I think they got turned into those weird blue fins in the Duke's Archives. I can't remember if this is the way you do this. I don't think there's a warp. Oh. Whoops. I think I did that wrong. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah. But we don't... You can do that whenever, basically. We're gonna go to, Oh no. I think I did this wrong. Yep. Damn it. Oh. Sorry about that. No, I'm gonna do the maggot. Oh, okay. I'll have to go back there then. You find miracles on those blue fins. So I figured that they were these people, because they're the ones who teach you miracles. Because that's the whole thing, is they're people who have been turned. Okay, yeah, I did this wrong. I went the wrong way. It's this way, but... Gotta go up and around. No, because you find an item description There's some item description that mentions that people were being kidnapped and brought in to be experimented on. Oh, hello, dead man. Welcome to the stream. I'm actually about to finish, unfortunately, but we're going to do a little optional thing. But welcome to the stream. I'm good. I'm good. Made progress in this game. Actually, stuff I never did when I played this back in the day and abandoned my playthrough. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Thank you. I did have alerts, but they were causing issues on my stupid old Mac, so they're gone right now. Yeah, when I played this back in the day, I actually beat Tomb of the Giants, but I didn't do Izalith. So, though I've still got that to do, I'm actually doing stuff I haven't done before now. There we go. You guys get out of the way. Oh, where are you?
You!
Yeah, me.
Give me warm. Give me soft.
Okay. Oh, I think I did it wrong. I guess I have to, like, drop it here. Is that right? Are we doing it right? Apparently that wasn't right. Let's try. Okay, I guess this is really finicky. Does this not count? Are you not entertained? Oh, let's try here. Do I have to... Why is it not working? Yeah. They're like something warm, something soft. Why is it not triggering? Let me look this up quick. Come on, phone. Oh, you have to go to save point or jump off. As in, you have to reload your save? Is that what you mean? Oh, okay. That's really unclear. Okay, let me try just quitting and loading the save. There's a few things in this game that are like that, where they don't trigger unless you do this. Like those lizards that drop the shards, they don't respawn if you do this. It's weird. Because most stuff is just if you use a bonfire. But there's a few things that, yeah, don't respawn until you load your save. Hey! Oh, there we go. Well, if you fast travel, that doesn't count either. Like loaded screens, if you travel, don't seem to count for stuff like that. But we got it though. Look. I wonder what else you can give them. So this... Let's try this quick. What's the quicker way? Probably this way, actually, if I run through here. And teleport from here. Oh. Sneaky. Yeah, here we go. And... So, Moss for Titan, and done. Interesting. Yeah. Again, it's the one weird thing of not playing these games when they come out, is a lot of that discovery... It's meant to be social, you know, of like you talking to people and...
Quaylag, my dear sister. Quaylag.
Oh yeah, she thinks you're Quaylag. I forgot about that.
Quaylag, my dear sister. The eggs, it hurts. They've gone still.
I think she's blind.
I'm afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister.
Do you have anything else?
I'll be fine. I have you,
Ah.
dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself.
I feel so bad now.
I'll be but this. Goodbye, Quaylag. Do be safe.
What does giving her humanity actually do? I assume it's for the Covenant, right? Let's see. I'm trying to search on this wiki, but my phone's being weird where it's not rotating. Hold on, there we go. Oh no, wrong one. So I technically am in this Covenant. Yeah, Sith. Especially, yeah, if you... Okay. Oh! So I think that shortcut... Yeah. Yep. You attain the spell. And you can buy stuff. So yeah, if you give her 30 humanity, which that's a lot, you receive Chaos Storm and can open the shortcut. But we've already opened that shortcut. And there's stuff about doing stuff with the eggs. The souls you get for killing enemies reduced to half. You cannot wear a helmet. If you do not cure the egghead... See, there's bagheads and there's eggheads. No, rank 3... No, rank 2 gives nothing. Rank 3 gives you a specific spell. A And after you collect, it will upgrade your kick by unique maggot bite attack. So yeah, so... Oh no, it's level 3. Oh yeah, sorry, I got that wrong, yeah. A lot of the covenants are like that though. It's weird. But there you go. Some extra lore there. Okay, let me just swap this around just so I don't leave it on. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for now. Just because I've been streaming for a... Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's a lot later than I thought, and I haven't taken my pain meds yet. Oh, well, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for the follows. Got a few follows there. Hey, the sister comes after you as soon as you go in there, so that's on her. Yes, there are some kills you do in this game where they're not justified, but it's not much you can do when they specifically come after you. I would have stopped if she would have let me, but unfortunately no. Well, Terrell Spud's adventures continue. We are like halfway to lighting the Lord Vessel now. So, what will we be doing next? I don't know when the next stream of this will be. Probably because I want to do another game and maybe a fighting game Finn. But next time we stream this, it will probably be... maybe mess with the DLC, or maybe the Great Hollow. I really want to check out the Great Hollow, just because I've never done it before. And it'd be cool to do some like new stuff. But I might start the DLC. We'll start the DLC, and then if it's too hard, we'll go back to the main game. That'll probably be next week, though. I'm definitely going to stream on Sunday, but I'm going to try and do a stream on Friday, maybe a smaller one. But don't hold me to it, because I always try... I want to do these, like, streams where I go a day in a row. Oh, good message. I can't believe it. After all these years, there's still people so desperate to get upvotes. Look at your ghosts. But there we go. So yeah, we'll try the DLC because I've got all the requirements to get there now. I've got the old amulet, so we'll try that. And if I'm struggling with that, then we'll go to the Great Hollow, and that will all be new for me because I never did that. And there's a covenant down there to find. But I'll try and stream tomorrow. But keep an eye out on Twitter. If you follow my Twitter, I'll tweet if I am going to stream or not. And if I don't stream tomorrow, then there'll be a stream Sunday. Probably a new game, I'm thinking. Because I've pretty much only been streaming Dark Souls for the past month or two. And it's probably going to be Max Payne 3. Seems weird that I'm going to go from this to Max Payne 3, but I've previously done 1 and 2. And they've just announced the remakes of 1 and 2. So we might as well see what it was like when someone else tried to make Max Payne, and let's see if they succeeded or not. They probably didn't succeed, but it's still a fun game. Don't worry about it. So, look forward to that. Thank you everyone for coming to the show. I've been your host, Johnny Baghead. And remember, I have a cat that sometimes is going to rub on my streaming equipment. So look forward to that. That will probably happen again at some point. Oh, I'm gonna get her like a camera and a lapel mic at some point. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. Take care, everyone.